Hi, it's Native Robin, and today I'm going to do a slightly different video. It's just a video log of my day. It occurred to me the other day, I'm always saying, tune in because there's always something going on the farm, but yeah, I never really show you what goes on daily on the farm. So today, I'm just going to do a simple video kind of showing you my day on the farm. Check it out. Well, one of the things I do in fall is to pick all the bell peppers and I put them in a freezer bag and smush them down about ½ inch or so thick, and I like to mix them up all different colors. And then when I want to have breakfast or use them in a stew or something, I just reach in, break off a chunk of peppers. See, they're all mixed and pretty, and I'll just chuck them in there. And those will thaw out and it'd be just like fresh peppers out of the garden. Now the peppers are putting on again, they're still green though. And I got about 3 of these left, so the timing was pretty close this year. Well, I'll let these thaw out and get a little soft, and then we'll pour in the eggs. Okay, so I like to do my scrambled eggs. I get free range organic eggs just because what the heck. At least I'm not promoting abusing chickens. But and I use almond milk, and I just hit it with a splash. Now I love antique gizmos, so I got me an egg beater. I'll tell you what, you see people go, well, you whip them with a fork. Whip it all together with a fork. I'm sorry, but that is not as good as an egg beater. You can froth these babies right up. Yeah, there you go. That's a good froth, and that gets a lot of air, makes them nice and fluffy, and really mixes that milk in there. When it comes to bread, I like the Sunbeam made with whole grain bread. And just to kind of show you, I made this clock. I got it on eBay. Cleaned it up, painted it, got it all good, and then I bought that clock face. Has the Sunbeam bread girl on it, and I thought that was kind of cool because, I like Sunbeam bread. So, anyway, just kind of mix those peppers around in there. I don't like my eggs wet. I like them. I don't want no icky, no runny. I've been told I overcook them to some degree, and that's fine by me. Okay, so there's some good scrambled eggs with the peppers all in there. I'll get the Sunbeam, I'll get me some toast going, and we'll get back to the table. Well, I'll let you know a little bit about my day, what I got planned. I got to do some work around the farm. I got a call yesterday from a local wood boiler company that I didn't even know existed, and I'm going to expand the wood boiler to heat my greenhouse and potting shed this winter. And so, with things being as bad as they are on shipping, I figured better order parts now. And so I ordered the indoor heating units from a supplier owned by an Amish company here locally, and honestly, the Amish have been using wood boilers for years, so I figured those guys know what they're doing. So we're going to run over there, grab those units. I got to come back, check out the garden. I'll show you a little bit about what I'm doing in for the greenhouse today. And tonight, I bought some new lighting for the tool shed, and I'd rather show you in the dark the difference to the before and after. I think I think we're both going to be kind of surprised. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good upgrade. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So hang in there, we'll be on the road. Well, I'm getting ready to head over to the boiler business to get my heating units. I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the garden so far. Now, this is the green beans, and you can kind of see the sun's been hitting. Those are down there during the day. Those are in the shade, and the shade's helping. But these get a little stressed out by the sun. I had to replant some down here, so that's why they're a little smaller. But I poke them in them holes. I don't do no weeding, and they come up real good. I got some crookneck squash that's all blooming out. Try to get where the sun's not so bright. I got peppers, bell peppers of every color. And then down towards the end I got some different kind of peppers. This is a whole row here of sauce tomatoes. And then down at the end I got some zucchini. And it's coming on. And then I got a variety of tomatoes down this line, everything from the big boy tomatoes and beefsteak and some cherry tomatoes, some different color, yellow and orange, and some Cherokee down there on the end, purple. Then I got a little bit of cucumbers, so I'm planting more later today. Some eggplant and some okra. And some, I got another squash plant down here. This is a different kind. I haven't grown them before. Let me see. But yeah, this is kind of weird. I planted that okra and that okra at the same time. I might have over-fertilized on that one. But I used the irrigation, and I was only watering twice a week. And we hit this flash drought. I started watering every day and everything just came back to life. So later on today we'll be watering. I'll show you how that goes. But you can see where I got some shade over here early, and I knew these more succulent plants would benefit from the shade, because right now we're in Indiana, we're having a UV warning today and ozone alert. So let's head to the boiler business, and I'll get those heating units, get our day started. Well, we're taking off, and just like everywhere else, there's a lot of road construction going on. So I'm gonna see if I can't get there mostly using the county roads if I can. Heck with the highway. But where I live, miles and miles and miles of corn. It's a corn year. Anyway, I'll get back with you when I'm heading back from the boiler company. Boy. Okay, I got the boiler parts picked up and we're heading back to the house. We'll get these unloaded, and I got some projects I gotta get started on. I noticed that some lawnmower wheels I ordered come yesterday, so we'll get those on first. So I got home from work last night, and this was sitting at the back door. I'll show you what we got going on. Alrighty, so in that box, two brand new lawnmower wheels. Now these wheels are for a Craftsman lawnmower just like mine, and pretty nice looking wheels. My lawnmower was driving funny, and couldn't see it from the outside, but the bearings fell out of the middle. You know, it's supposed to look like this on both sides. So you know, I checked Rural King and Tractor Supply and Harbor Freight. No one had this size pre-mounted on a rim and had to go to Amazon. Had it in 2 days. I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. So we'll get these on. Now, I went ahead and ordered the kit for, you know, the new washers and all that, the new retaining clip. I mean, I'll keep all the old ones in case I lose one, but it's kind of nice having new caps and everything. The cap had fallen off too, so that'll help protect everything. We'll get this dude on. Well, there's a little grease zert on the back of each of these tires. Of course, they put it on the inside of the back. You're going to want to make sure you hit that, or over time, sand and dust will just wear it back out again. Okay, best laid plans. I was putting that wheel on, and I was trying to grease up the grease zert. This is the one that I took off the old wheel. And this is the one I just took off the brand new wheel because the grease gun stuck on it. And when I pulled it, I ripped the insides out. So I thought, oh, I'll take the old one out. Obviously, they're not the same. So, gotta make a trip into town. Never ends. So, this is the piece that I ripped out. This is the piece I ripped out, and I stripped the threads. So I got a box of new ones. See how a little grease zert sticks out of there? Good old Napa. So let's get this baby installed. So you got a big washer. Got this washer here. I'm going to have this washer that kind of helps hold on the cap. And then you got just a simple C-clip. There you go. Now you just put one of these big old rubber caps on there. That keeps everything clean. Back to factory. Now I'm going to do the other side, and I'll be able to move my lawnmower. So as you can see, I had to jack up just one side. I have a mower jack that lifts the whole front end up, but you know, when you're on the farm, you got to improvise, use levers, and learn about mechanical advantages. So we got that loose from there. There. Now we can get started using that lawnmower cart. Well, naturally the battery's dead on the ride lawnmower. So I got it on the charger. I'm going to go ahead and unload the car. I got those two inside boiler heaters from the Amish boiler company here locally. And I got 4 small windows I bought at Lowe's to replace the windows on my back porch. So I'm going to go ahead and unload those out of the car and get them in the garage, and then we'll check, see if we can start that lawnmower. Well, one of the things I forgot I'd bought was a new door cylinder, and the wind had blown it and bent the old one. It dawned on me, when they installed the door, they never put a chain on it. So we can do that too once the if I need to let the lawnmower stay on the charger a little longer. Okay, well, it's 12:30. We're going to stop for a lunch break. Now, just like that, changing those tires, that literally should have took 10-15 minutes, and it took an hour because I'd run in town and buy a new grease zert, but I'd never used that grease gun before, and I think it just, the first time it locked onto that grease zert, and there just was no getting it off without destroying it. It didn't take just but a few minutes to replace it. After I drove all the way to town, went and got one. So Anyway, I do have a small town nearby that's only about 7-8 miles away, which that helped. I'm sure I paid 3 times more than what I should have, but at least I got it and it's done. Lawnmower's ready to go. It started up. I just had to put a little oomph in the battery. That battery's 10 years old. Here's another thing I probably ought to replace. But it's 12:30 here, and in an old farmhouse, I'll open all the windows either at night or in the first thing in the morning at 5 a.m. and cool the whole house down, and then shut all the windows as soon as the sun starts getting hot, close all the curtains, and literally it could be 96 degrees outside and the temperature only goes up 2 degrees in here. It'll be 75, 74, 72 sometimes with no AC. So you gotta love 1897. They knew how to build a house for being off grid. You gotta love it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and have some lunch, and we'll get back to work outside. So for lunch, I'm gonna have these Morningstar Farms griller patties. Now these are veggie patties, not fake meat. Like Ultimate Burgers, literally you thaw them out and they bleed. It's nasty. I can't. They're trying to be like meat. These are obviously veggie patties. I like them. They're pretty good. The secret to veggie patties is use oil in the skillet, because your taste buds taste the oil, and it's one of your places where you get good flavor. So that's the problem with a lot of veggie stuff. There's no oil, so you don't get the same taste satisfaction. And so I'm not into veggie. I'm not a vegetarian because I think I'm saving the planet. I don't like the way they treat the cows, so I'm not going to eat the cows. Same with the pigs and the chickens. So anyway, I'm going to hit this with some olive oil, warm it up in the skillet, and we'll get some lunch going. Don't take a lot, and just hit a swoop in there. And I just want to get these patties. So if you like these patties, they're obviously plant-based. I know you guys are going to beat me up over it, but it's okay, I can take it. The other thing I do is I hit it with salt and pepper, which is another, if you're on some diet and everything, you may not be able to do that. And I had a friend that was on a diet where he couldn't even have olive oil, so I use olive oil on almost everything. I just want to kind of get the patties thawed out in the skillet with a little oil on them and some salt and pepper. And then I put them on a plate, and don't forget to use your homemade pickles. Slap a little cheese on them. Now I haven't found a good substitute for cheese. Honestly, that Dahlia cheese, gag a maggot. So I'll just have regular cheese until I come up with something better. We'll get these sandwiches made and then we'll get back to work. Okay, got lunch out of the way. Man, is it hot out here. We have a high UV ozone warning today, but oh well, gotta get things done. So the front of my house, I was driving by and it looked like somebody used to live here. The weeds are really getting bad. So we're gonna at least knock down the big stuff so it looks a little more respectable, at least from the road. So I gotta hook up the trailer, because it's going to be a lot of weeds, and then I can haul them to the North 40 and throw them on the compost pile. So let's get working. Yep, I knew this was going to be a fun job. Not. This one, chop them off. If it was raining a lot, I'd say, well, will probably just grow back. But honestly, as dry as it is, I can't see that happening anytime soon. Well, we're getting closer, but I gotta say, it is hot. I took a break, but now I'm getting ready to go back at it. Well, I'd like to at least get this done to right here for today, because I gotta say, this heat is pretty darn brutal. And the UVs are just killing me. So, I'll start working. Okay. Well, it looks at least like someone lives here. I gotta go on around the corner, but I'm doing that tomorrow. It's hot. Let's go do something else. I gotta take the weeds off to the North 40. Okay, I dump this right here and then I can go cool off. Every time I open my door, this door's staying open because this gizmo here got bent. It went way out. So I bought another one of these tubes. So let's get this thing on. Hell, I bought one that looked just like it, hoping that when I hold it up there, they are identical, and all I gotta do is pop it. I can leave all the old brackets on and not have to fool with it. All I care about is that it works. So let's see. Pretty much looks the same to me. I think I might have lucked out. Okay, so let's see here. Good grief, I don't even have a cotter pin or something on it. Talk about easy. Man, nothing's this easy. This is almost so easy that it's worrying me. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Huh. I wonder if I... Nope. I like that. Pulls it in pretty good. Well, you really can't get any easier than that. That thing's all bent up. If I didn't know better, it says the same company. Well, I'd say one of the reasons why that got bent was they didn't have a chain on it to stop it from opening up too far. So let me get that rascal on there. That can't be rocket science. That was ridiculously easy. Cool. Pretty simple. Alright, I gotta go grab some tools. Okay. Another job knocked out. Mounted that to the door. And then you measure out 3 inches, put the nail in for the spring. Now if the wind catches it, it'll stop it. Cool. Door done on there. Door done on there. One last thing and then I can take a break until tonight. My mom likes these long, skinny Japanese cucumbers. Those long, dark ones you don't have to peel. Anyway, I had some room in my garden, so we're going to go ahead and I'll show you how to plant something quick and easy in the gardens where you use the black tarp stuff. Okay, pro tip. When you want to melt a hole in this nylon covering, have a pair of leather gloves on, at least one hand, because a lot of times if you catch it on fire, it'll want to spread and you want to take your hand and pat that fire out for it. I just take it's overkill MAP gas, but it's what I got. So, there we go. It's a nice hole for cucumbers. Now what I use is this auger, Work Pro auger that I run on my drill. Little deep there. Okay, so these perfect for these dills that come in these 4-inch cups. Now this time of year they're getting kind of root bound, so I can break them up a little bit. Help them out. Boop. I don't want any air pockets if I can avoid it. And just sweep all that dirt up in the hole. And if you gotta lift it up and move it down a little bit. There you go. Easy peasy. Stick a little Japanese hanger in there. Now, just gotta pull this back tight. Awesome. Well, let's get the irrigation turned on and we'll get this baby going. It's about 5:30. Still got plenty of daylight left, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on the irrigation since I got those in the ground. I was really glad to see how much moisture was in that dirt. I'll show you my setup here. It's kind of handy. I've kept coming home from work and turning this on. And so what I do is, I didn't want to tie up this spigot full time, so I bought a double dill on there. But these timers work great. Just got turned on. I water it for about an hour and a half. 90 minutes. Now that'll go 90 minutes and shut off. Well, it's the end of the day on the farm, and we got to do some fun stuff, but some tedious stuff too with the weeding. But, you know, stuff has to get done. Now, I don't really do vlogs very often, and I had kind of forgotten that I didn't really do an ending to the video. So I already took a shower. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my day on the farm. And I hope you keep coming back, because like I always say, there's always something going on at the farm. Until next time, this is Native Robin saying, happy trails.